Hi guys! Last night it was snowing, and since Christmas is coming, it is high time to get into the festive mood. So of course, we are outside and we want to enjoy it as much as possible. Come with us to explore the snowy landscapes and magical forests here in the Czech Republic. It's not hard to stumble upon various sites, so we will take a closer look at all of them.
It will open by itself now.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe try clapping or something.
Open sesame.
We always discover something new on our hikes, so that's fun and exciting. But let's start from the beginning.
We got the first snowfall of this season, which is great. It could have been better. We were expecting better and more snow. Sadly, the situation was quite weak in the end. But we are here on this small trip in these mountains. We can call them mountains, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
We can call it anything you want.
And we are searching for winter wonderland. So
Let's hope we'll find it.
yes, wish us luck. We are hopeful. It looks very nice here. We are starting in this cute village and we are going into the woods and we will explore everything. Guys, I love it here. We are just outside of the village in the forest and immediately I am in awe. It's always so exciting when it's the first snow of the season because it's been so long after the whole year we already forgot how snow looks. And yeah, it's so pretty. I really like it.
Me too. Sadly, my brain is bigger than Peter's, so I can't wear this hat all day because of the ears. I can't put it lower, so I'll just wear it sometimes.
Okay.
But I wanted to say that it's really pretty here today. There's quite enough of snow for the first time this season, so I'm happy about that. I took a day off, so it's still better, than working, obviously. And at the moment it's still at least partially sunny, so we can see the blue sky and everything. It's not windy, which we thought it would be originally, so we have really good conditions today for hiking.
Yes, so we are looking forward to this day. There is no snow at our country house at all. That's why we had to come here. You need to search for snow usually because snow is not that common anymore in winter. So we are glad at least here there is something and we can enjoy the winter atmosphere here.
But the winter's only starting, so I'm sure we'll get some snow
Yes,
at the country
yes.
house as well.
Hopefully we will, but there is nothing now.
It's actually pretty warm today, so I even have to unzip my winter jacket because it's sunny, it's barely freezing, it's not windy, but it's nice for the walk. I'm not freezing and that's important to me.
Yeah, that's very important. So it's very pleasant. The sun is gone, but we found remnants of a castle, of course. So this is Strilki Castle, and this one was founded in the second half of the 13th century, and it was early Gothic style. Among other guys, even some of the Czech kings owned the castle. In the 16th century the castle was already abandoned, and then later, when there was a Swedish invasion, the emperor said that the castle should be destroyed completely because he was afraid that the Swedish army would get to the castle and they would operate from here. So that's why it was destroyed.
And the views here are quite magnificent, so I'm not surprised they built the castle here. I think that was the primary function of the castle, to have nice views out of the windows, right?
Totally. No, they had to be built on a hill so they see when the enemy is coming.
Like Swedish.
Exactly.
We found this cute spot for a snack and hot tea.
Yes.
But even though it has a roof, there's snow everywhere. Oh, we can sit here, I guess.
Yes, okay. We must, because it's time. We need this.
Where are we gonna order?
We have hot tea here, which I'm looking forward to. It's quite cold. Now, when the sun is gone and the wind is kinda blowing, it's cold. So this should be great. Yummy.
And no rum this time.
No rum, because this is for the both of us, and Tommy is the designated driver today, so there is nothing extra in this.
Just honey.
We also have a few pastries, so that's great.
I feel like we are traveling abroad. We went to Lidl.
Yeah, this feels like a vacation.
The tea is really good.
I agree.
And it's warming up my hands.
That's why we need it. It's really cold now. Here I have a nice Czech collage. This one is with poppy seeds and plums, so that's nice. And for those who don't know, we often buy pastries on our trips abroad. We buy them in the morning and then we go on a whole day trip or hike somewhere and we live on the pastries. That's why Tommy was mentioning that we feel like we are abroad or something, because we don't usually do that here in the Czech Republic. We usually have our own food on our trips, so that's why we are a little bit weird.
Time is flying when you're having fun, so we have a delay as always. So now we're trying to go faster to the next point, next place of interest which we want to see. And it started snowing in the meantime a little bit.
So that's cool.
We are at the local market, so we can buy some carrots.
What is this?
We've never seen anything like this before. I guess it's for the animals, but it's interesting that it's just out here.
Yeah, such a
Pile.
big pile of carrots. We
They
should
look good. But
Yes.
such big carrots.
we should take a few.
Or maybe they are getting ready for people to build snowmen.
So many noses.
Yeah, we will find another pile with buttons or something.
Wow. This is quite cool. It looks like they had a great harvest.
Hey, buddy. It's just me again. Came into my mind last night, so I'm just checking in. It's been far too long now since I last saw you, my friend. So happy Christmas from me to you. Hey there, buddy. It's just me again. I wonder what you're doing now. And if you're listening, I just wish there was some way things could have been different. But happy Christmas from me to you.
We stumbled upon this spring in the woods, but I'm not drinking it because it's very cold.
Tommy doesn't like cold water at all.
No, my teeth would hurt.
So let me try, because I need to demonstrate how...
How potable it is.
But is it drinkable?
It must be because there's a cup.
It tastes okay, of course. Fresh forest water. But there are algae growing here and stuff. So hopefully it's okay.
It's good algae.
It tastes good. There is another spring, and this one looks nicer. So I'm going to taste this one for sure. The water is a bit colder than at the previous one.
So enjoy.
The taste is good again. I like it. And here I am less afraid because I was reading reviews about this spring and people were telling how nice and refreshing the water is. So that's great.
You can dip your feet in.
This spring is called by the bowl because this is supposed to look like a bowl. To me it looks more like a sink.
Yeah.
Tommy was saying as well that this is like a sink, so we should rename this Spring by the Sink.
We are at another castle. Second castle of the day, but this one is more impressive, I would say. More than just a wall.
It's still ruins
Yeah.
officially, but it's bigger,
ruins.
bigger ruins.
More ruins, more walls.
Yeah.
And we had to pay an entrance, and we even got this guide, so we can read more about it.
Yes. This castle is called Zimburg, and it was built between the years 1327 and 1333.
As soon as I saw the knight, I knew you would go in.
And here we can see various things they found here. Look at this pretty stone or something.
And here, these are more interesting.
Many various things.
Precious stones.
Look at the tiles.
Oh, it's tiles, okay.
And come here. The sun is shining now, so the walls look very pretty. Hopefully you can see that.
The trash bin is gorgeous.
Come here, it's prettier.
You can see here how the castle was evolving. When it started, it was much smaller, but then they started adding things. So this was the beginning of the 15th century. This was the 17th century, when it was at its peak, I guess. And this is more or less now the ruins. I'm a princess living here in the fairy tale. Let's check out the basement.
The dungeon, probably.
What do we have here?
No dead bodies, just empty bottles. But this looks nice. Finally some fun.
What is that?
So you wouldn't run away? There's a bench here. You can sit here like this and wait for your final day. Or there's like a cave here or something.
Go, but
I need a moment.
yes.
It's not very far.
Not a very deep cave. But maybe you will discover some hidden passage there.
Gold?
It will open by itself now.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe try clapping or something.
Open sesame.
Let's go up. I want to see the tower. Look. These walls are very big. I can see we are going to the tower. Ta-da! Yay! Okay, it's not possible to go to the tower. But look at the views, they are impressive. So pretty here. This is the prettiest part. You can see the castle, and there is the tower. And look down into the valley, we can see the water reservoir. The views are really pretty here. I really like it. This is a very nice place hidden here in the woods. And we are not very far from the first castle we saw from today. So maybe they could wave each other goodbye or hello. And we can hear they are downing trees here. I don't know if that's a word, but you can hear the chainsaw. So these are foresters or someone. They are doing their job.
I really wanted to go hang out, but it seems to be closed. We've already been here once before, but it was like maybe 10 years ago or something like that.
In 2012, I think.
12 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And in the meantime, they're trying to slowly renovate this castle. There's even a board here somewhere which shows some progress from a few years ago. Even since we were here, there are some new improvements done, which is kind of exciting to see that somebody cares enough to do this. So when we paid our entrance fee, the money goes toward the renovation works.
I like how big the walls are. It's really impressive here. So, wow. This castle is different to the other ones when we find small ruins in forests. Those castles were smaller and of less importance, but this one was quite big, and I don't know if it was more important, probably.
But the bigger the better.
Okay, yeah, and it could be that the owners were just richer or something. Look at this rock. This rock is called Kazatelna, which in English means pulpit. At least that's what we found on Google Translate. And you can preach there or something. It looks very cool, and there are nice views from there. You can mostly see trees, but it's still nice.
We like trees.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a true Tommy and Peter hike if we weren't still in the middle of the woods somewhere while it was getting dark.
Exactly. That's us. So, the sun is slowly setting, and we need to hurry now because our car is still quite far. So, this will be adventurous, and wish us luck that we will make it to our car. We are in the dark forest now, as you can see, and so far we've been lucky because there are dark forces here lurking in the dark forest, but we are quite close to the village already, so it looks like we will be lucky for longer. We are hoping, and let's go. But the light is almost gone, so yeah, it's quite scary here.
The village is close, which means we are almost there because our car is parked somewhere there, somewhere at the end of the village, but we're almost there.
Yeah, we can see the lights, so that's very optimistic.
Yay. Unsurprisingly, we've made it to our car just fine, so we can go back home.
Yeah, very unsurprisingly. We are not easily scared in the forest or anywhere, so yay. And that's the end of the video. So don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you liked it, and hopefully we will see you in another video. So until then, bye!